Good day, everyone. Today, we are discussing all about feminist art. What is feminist art? Feminist art represents the artistic expression of gender and feminist ideologies, challenging traditional notions of art and power dynamics. It emerged in the late 1960s as part of the feminist movements focused on women's rights, equality, and social issues. Feminist art seeks to bring attention to humans' experience, challenge patriarchal norms, and critique gender inequalities.
Feminist art can be traced back to the 1960s and 1970s in the United States, coinciding with the second wave of feminism. During this time, female artists began to question their underrepresentation in the art world and address issues of gender inequality. They sought to create art that examined and subverted societal norms, which often marginalized the work of women artists. Beginning in the 1960s and 1970s, feminist artists used a variety of mediums, including painting, performance art, and crafts historically considered women's work, to make work aimed at ending sexism and oppression and exposing femininity to be a masquerade or set of poses adopted by women to conform to societal expectations. While many debates inaugurated in these decades are ongoing, a younger generation of feminist artists incorporates intersecting concerns about race, class, forms of privilege, and gender identity and fluidity. Both feminism and feminist art continue to evolve. The following slides show how the history of feminine art became. Early feminist art primarily aims to challenge the dominant gender narratives. Artists like Judy Chicago, Miriam Shapiro, and the collective known as the Guerrilla Girls sought to expose the patriarchal biases within the art world. They founded alternative art spaces such as Woman House 1972, showcasing women's work and experiences. Shown on the next slide are some of their works. The 1970s saw artists exploring the representation and perception of the female body. Carly Schneemann's performances, such as Interior Scroll, 1975, questioned objectification and repressed sexuality. Ana Mendieta's work, including the Silhouette series, 1973 to 1980, reflected her engagement with her body and nature. Shown on the next slide are some of their works. Artists like Sidney Sherman utilized photography to challenge societal expectations of women. Sherman's untitled film still series 1977 to 1980 featured her in various fictional roles, questioning stereotypes and maintaining a critical distance. Shown on the next slide are some of her works. As time passed, feminist art expanded its focus to address issues of race, class, and sexuality. Artists like Adrian Piper, Lorna Simpson, and Kara Walker explored intersectional challenges faced by women of color through their work. Walker's large-scale silhouette installation, such as Gone, an historical romance of a civil war as it occurred between the dusky ties of one young negress and her heart, 1994, challenged racial and gender stereotypes. Shown on the next slides are some of their works. In today's world, contemporary feminist art continues to showcase a diverse range of perspectives, predominantly incorporating multimedia installations, video art, and digital art. Artists like Shirin Neshat, Tracy Emin, and Yair Kusama explore themes of gender, identity, sexual violence, and empowerment. Moreover, many artists and aspiring artists are rising in today's society to stand and impact the rights of all women. Here are some other examples of feminist art.
To expand it more, feminist art plays a crucial role in our society by challenging and dismantling traditional notions of gender, power, and representation. Here are some reasons why feminist art is essential. First, Feminist art challenges the dominance of male perspective and challenges societal norms that perpetuate gender inequality. By highlighting women's experience, struggles, and achievements, it helps to shift the power dynamics and create a more inclusive society. Another is reclaiming women's stories. By creating art that centers on women's experience, feminist artists reclaim and give voice to narratives that have historically been marginalized or suppressed. This helps to counter the erasure of women's contributions to art, history, and society. Inspiring activism and social change. Feminist art often catalyzes activism and consciousness raising. It can mobilize and unite people towards social change, sparking conversation, encouraging critical thinking, and inspiring others to challenge oppressive systems, challenging objectification and stereotypes. Feminist art challenges objections and stereotypes by presenting diverse, complex, and multidimensional representation of women. It critiques the commodification of the female body and challenges the perception that women should fit into predefined roles or ideas, promoting inclusivity and diversity. Feminist art goes beyond gender by addressing intersectionality, which recognize that experiences of gender discrimination are also influenced by factors such as race, class, sexuality, and ability. By embracing diverse perspectives and experiences, feminist art helps to create an inclusive and equitable cultural landscape, empowering women and promoting self-expression. Feminist art provides a platform for women to assert their agency, express their creativity, and tell their own stories on their own terms. It encourages women to take ownership of their artistic and intellectual pursuits, promoting self-confidence and empowerment. And lastly, influencing broader culture and perspective. Feminist art has the potential to influence more general culture, challenging not only the art world, but also societal norms, policies, and institutions. Shifting cultural narratives and perspectives foster a more equitable and just society. In summary, feminist art is influential because it challenges patriarchal norms, reclaims women's stories, inspires activism, challenges stereotypes, promotes inclusivity, empowers women, and influences broader culture. It catalyzes social change and helps create a more inclusive, equitable, and just society.